Today we are doing lesson 2.6. As you know, that means module 2, lesson 6. And does our learning goal look familiar to you?
Yeah.
It's the same as it was yesterday. Yeah. Both yesterday and today we're learning about how the area model is related, or actually, is it just related or is it actually the exact same thing? Exact same thing as the standard algorithm of multiplication. The reason why we're taking another day to work on this is because this is such an important skill that we need to really make sure everyone understands. And also it's going to get a little bit more complicated today, but you can still do it. Don't worry. This looks very similar to yesterday. It says draw an area model, then solve using the standard algorithm. Use arrows to match the partial products from your area model to the partial products in the algorithm. Wait, isn't that exactly what we did yesterday? Yeah. Okay, so start by writing down 48 times 35. Now, if we're going to draw an area model, we want the same number to be in the top of our standard algorithm as in our area model. So what's the number on top of our standard algorithm? 48. So what number do we want up here? 40. That means 35 goes on the side over here, right? Okay. Now, what's the difference between this area model I've set up compared to the area models we did yesterday? Talk to your table group. Okay, I heard all of you guys notice that yesterday we only split up this side into smaller boxes, right? We only drew horizontal lines. But do you guys see how today I split up this factor up here too? Yeah. Why do you think, so how many boxes did we split it up into today? 4. Yesterday, how many would we have done? 2. Why do you think we did this today like this? Gia?
Because it would be easier to multiply.
Yeah, because if you split it up this way, all you need to know is your math facts. So let's see here, okay? Our first box is this box right here. Yeah. Ooh, that's a triangle. Here is the box. How do I find the area of this box? I need to do length times width. What's the length of this box, everyone? 30. What's the width of this box? 40. So to find the area, I would do 30 times 40, which is? Well, I know 3 times 4 is 12, and then how many factors of 10 do we have? 2. So it's 1,200. Very good. Is that my final answer?
No.
What is that? A partial product. Okay. Now let's do my next one. I want to find this one. What's the length here? 30. Do you see how it's the same length as over here? Okay. What's the width?
8.
So in order to find the area, I can do 30 times 8. I can just do 3 times 8 first, which is? 24. And then how many zeros do I need to add? 1. Very good. Okay, let's move on to this one down here. What's the length here? 5. What's the width?
4.
So to find the area, I can do 5 times 40. And I can just do 5 times 4, which is?
20.
And then how many factors of 10 do I need to add?
1.
So the answer, 5 times 40 is? 200. Okay, let's do this last one here in yellow. What's the length here?
5.
Do you see how it's the same length as over here? If I were to draw a line here, what would that length be? 5. If I were to draw a line here, what would that length be?
5.
As long as it goes from this point to this point, right? It's 5. Okay. What's the width? 8. Do you see how it's the same as up here? And we can use our math facts. What's 5 times 8? 40. Okay, so which one's my correct answer? 1,200, 240, 200, or 40?
No.
Those are all? So how could I find my total product? Okay, so let's add them up. So 1,200, 240, 200, and 40. I need to make sure it's really important I line up all of the place values. Okay, that's fine. Okay, how many ones do I have altogether?
0.
Okay, how many tens do I have altogether?
8.
How many hundreds?
6.
And how many thousands?
1.
So my total product is 1,680. Okay, we're only halfway done because that was the area model strategy, right?
Yeah.
Now let's use our standard algorithm. Okay, let's see if I have enough room here. Okay, so when we use the standard algorithm, what 2 numbers do we need to multiply first? 5 times?
48.
5 times 48. But we'll do 5 times 8 first, which is?
40.
40, okay. So I'll put the 0 there and I'll regroup the 4. Then I'll do 5 times 4, which is?
20.
Plus 4. So
24.
I'm going to cross it out showing that I'm already done with that. Okay? Wait a second.
If you split up the area model,
Do we have a partial product that's 240?
yeah.
Where is it?
There.
There is one here, right?
Yeah.
Is that where it corresponds to?
No.
Huh, let's come back and think about that later. Let's move on. What I'm going to now multiply 3 times 8, but is it really 3?
No.
It's really what?
38.
So I need to put a
Placeholder.
placeholder 0. Good. Now I'm ready to multiply. 3 times 8 is?
24.
So I'm going to write the 4 and regroup the 20. 3 times 4 is? Plus 2 is? 14. And then if I add these up, I get the same product as I get before. But now it says to draw arrows to match the partial products from my area model to my standard algorithm. Okay, I do see a 240 right here, but what about my 1,200 or 240? Where does it line up? See if you can work together with your table group to figure out how I can draw the arrows. Yesterday, how many boxes did we split did we make any vertical lines yesterday?
No.
Yesterday we only made what kind of lines? So if today was yesterday, we would have one box like this. Do you guys agree?
Yeah.
So if I add up these partial products, 1,200 plus 240, what do I get?
4,400.
Hey, is that this?
Yeah.
Okay. And if I make just a horizontal box like this, if I add up these partial products, 200 plus 40, what do I get?
240.
So do you see how these partial products right here correspond to adding these horizontal ones up?
Yeah.
Huh, interesting. So that's how you draw the arrows. You have to show that these two together equal this one, and these two together equal that one. Okay, the first thing we need to figure out, Haley, is what is the question asking? Let us know. What is the question asking?
How much would it cost to buy how much would it cost to carpet the floor?
Yeah, we're trying to figure out how much money it would take to buy enough carpet to cover the entire floor. Ingrid, what important information do we need to know? Okay, it's $16 per square foot. And how much space are we trying to cover? Good, so we're trying to cover a space, a rectangular space that is 16 feet long by 14 feet wide. How can we find the area of such a square or such a rectangle? We can multiply 16 times 14. But to help us out, can we use an area model?
Yes.
Okay, how can I split up 16 to make it more easy to multiply? Supan? I can change it to 10 plus 6. Do you guys agree? I can split it into two different rectangles that are 10 and 6. Yes? Emily, what about 14? How can I split up 14?
10 and 4.
Ooh, I can do the same thing. I could do 10 and 4. So now I have 4 smaller rectangles that are much easier to find the area of. Okay, let's see if we can do it. This time it's a little bit different. Last time, I put the dimensions on the top and on the left. This time the dimensions are on the bottom and on the right. Can we still do it?
Yes.
I don't know. Let's find out. Okay, how would I find the area of this big rectangle here? What are the dimensions? How long is it from here to here? Everyone?
100.
Why is it 100? How long is it from here to here?
Oh, 10.
10. Because it's 10 from here to here. Pay attention. How long is it from here to here, guys? 10. So in order to find the area, I do 10 times 10, which is 100. By the way, it's 100 what? Square feet. Good. Okay. Now, what's the distance? Wait, what did you guys say the distance was from here to here? 10. And what's the distance from here to here? So in order to find the area of this portion, I have to do 10 times 6, which is 60 square feet. Okay. Then, if I want to find the distance from here to here, I can look from here to here, which is 4. And then over here I have 10. So the area of this part is 40 square feet. Okay. And then finally this last section, this distance from here to here is 4. And from here to here is 6, right? So the area is 24 square feet. So if I want to find the total area, all I need to do is add up my partial products. How many partial products do I have?
4.
Because how many smaller rectangles did I divide it up into? 4. So let's add up those 4 partial products. I can do 100 plus 60 plus 40 plus 24. Now, instead of adding it, I can use what I know about number math facts. Can I see right here, 60 plus 40? What does that equal? So I can think of this as 100 plus 100 plus 24. So altogether I have? So is my final answer 224 square feet? I think I'm done. Marvin, when I think I'm done, what do I need to do?
Reread the question.
Reread what the question's asking. What's the question asking? How much?
To carpet the floor?
Yeah, if it's asking how much would it cost to carpet the floor and I say 224 square feet, does that answer the question?
No.
No. So what do I have to do to actually answer the question? I have to take the area, which is 224 square feet, and multiply that by the price, which is